walking in a forest, there's just so many things that can inspire you. There's movement, and there's leaves, and there's branches, there's birds, you'll see critters running around. And when I finally sit down and decide that I want to take one of these images and create an artist proof, there's quite a lot of thought process behind it. In the instance of the brown tree creeper, the experience of walking through this forest, which we knew was under threat, was quite a profound feeling. And when we saw the little brown tree creeper, and it was hopping around so happily in its little branch, tweeting away, and you realise that this entire habitat could be destroyed in the next year or so, I really wanted to tell that little brown tree creeper story. And I guess for me, the brown tree creeper has become representational of that entire weekend, of that entire experience. I guess what I'd like to show you today is some of the behind the scenes things that go on. I originally carved the different pieces in wax, and I cast those up into the metals that I want, and in this instance it's 18 karat yellow and white gold. And I like to lay out the pieces and sort of semi-assemble them before I go into the full-on process. Once we go into the process of manufacturing, it becomes a series of methodical actions. I get to use a saw frame. It's a tiny little coping saw. Then I tend to use my needle files, which are very fine files. Once I've got the filing done and I've got sort of the bulk of the shape ready, then I'm soldering together the frame for this one. And when you are soldering, trying to keep things from moving, it can be quite challenging, because as the flux, that's the white stuff that's on there, as it bubbles up, it tends to lift the pieces of metal with it and shift them out of place. So you're constantly readjusting and using your eyes to check that they're in line. So once they're soldered, then I want to make sure it's nice and square, and that's the first thing I'll do once it's been soldered and pickled out, that I will square up the entire piece. Then it's a case of detailing, and the first detail is the outside's nice and square, and now I need to make my frame parallel all the way around. So I mark that off, and then I go through and cut it all. A lot of people say, gosh, you must have so much patience to create jewellery, and I guess in a sense you do, but this is my passion, so it's not about patience. This is just about having fun. This is playtime for me. I absolutely adore it. So then I grab my saw and my saw frame, and I grab my needle files, and I really rework those interior areas and get them exactly how I want them. Then I need to decide where the diamonds are going to be placed, and also need to look at the finer detail. So I use what we call a graver to mark out and texture the branches, and I keep checking it along the way and make sure it's coming along how I want it. I guess what this is about really, it's a storytelling process. And this is an artist proof. This is the original piece. It's a one of a kind. Once this artist proof is made, then I'm going to make a rubber mould of the artist proof, and I'll do a run of them. And this story to me was really special, so I decided that I would just create a run of 9, and that's it. And at times you sort of question the sense in that there's so much work goes into creating the original that, you know, certainly from a business perspective I'd be better to do a larger run, but that might be true. But from an emotional perspective, I love the fact that there'll be 9 people in the world with a limited edition piece that can tell the story, and 1 person with the artist proof. But that story is so profound that I know that the people who understand why I made this, I know that they're going to share this tale and they're going to help raise awareness to the people that they meet who comment on their jewellery. They're going to help raise that awareness that, you know, we as a people need to be on top of where these mines go in. Of course, mines are in the world. We need them to function, unfortunately, in the way our world is set up. But it's making sure that the environments where they're put in aren't endangered, and that they're not going to take away something that really can't come back. So when I'm thinking about making these pieces, I'm not just thinking about myself in this process, I'm also thinking about who's going to wear it. And in my mind, the people who are going to wear this piece, the people who will want to own these 10 pieces that are available, the 1 artist proof and the 9 limited editions, these people will be passionate about the preservation of nature. They'll have a deep respect for the environment that is just outside our cities. They will want to wear their pendant because it's not just a piece of gold that's been wrought into a shape and enhanced with diamonds. It actually tells a story about an environment that is under threat, and it tells a story about a bird, the bird on the piece, that is at risk in our particular state, which is New South Wales and Australia. So if you absolutely love the Brown Treecreeper pendant, there are only 9 limited editions available, so please click through and have a look at those. If you decide you would like a limited edition, they are numbered individually, 1 through to 9, and I am happy to, where I can, accommodate your favourite number. So if you have a particular number you do like between 1 and 9 and you'd like to get one of these limited editions, please contact me and I will let you know if that's available. If you would like the artist proof, then there's no numbers on that. That's just a case of letting me know that you would like that, and we will deliver that wherever you are. And I'll even chuck in a little copy of this video for you so you can see it being made. Thanks for taking the time today to have a look, and I'd love it if you left some comments to let me know if you found this interesting, and also whether or not if there's different aspects you'd like to know more about in the manufacturing process, so that I can tailor my From the Workshop blogs to you specifically. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.